a few months ago I was doing a little bit of research and trying to find a drawer fridge for my ute, and there was a lot of conflicting things out there, because obviously some of them are $1,000, some of them are cheap, you know, like from a cheap four-wheel drive company. And one that popped up, and I couldn't find hardly anything on the internet about it, was these, let's lift this up, these Oztrail ones. Now, please yourself, but it's only 20 litres, right? Which was what I was looking for. Just something to put a few beers in, some soft drink and some water, and have it running in the car all the time. So, got one. And I'm wrapped with it. So there's a guy, there's only one review that I found on the whole internet. And it was a guy who was using two of them, he was side by side. One he was using it as a freezer, which they pulled down to minus 18 degrees. And then the other one he was using as a fridge. And he actually drilled holes through the drawer, so that so down through the bottom of it there, because the cabinet itself is what cools. So he drilled holes down through it, and so that it get the air circulating better and all that sort of stuff. Now, I'm just using it as a fridge, and I'll tell you what, we've had some hot days lately, right? And it handles it being under that tonner cover, no problem at all. If really, really hot day, the cabinet temperature might come up a couple of degrees, but otherwise it's been a ripper. I just run it off a cheap lithium battery, so we've all seen them before. I've got a red arc shunt on there, which I'll show you a picture of. It's a ripping setup, that red arc shunt, because it actually works out that battery really well, and I know exactly how much I've got left all the time. So there'll be some pictures on the screen of that. On a warm day when the battery's fully charged, it's pulling about 3 amps. Cooler day, it seems to drop down a little bit, which has a bit to do with battery voltage as well. If the battery drops down to about 20%, it actually it pulls about another amp, which, you know, I'm sure you all know why that is. But yeah, ripping little setup. You know, I'm not looking for a full-on off-road thing, because I just don't really go and do that, but I just look for an everydayer. With the battery, I have got a 40 amp red arc DC to DC on there as well. It seems to charge that battery up in about an hour and a half or so of driving around. So it's since I put it in a few weeks ago, I haven't had to charge it. Fridge has been going flat out since Christmas time. But yeah, if anybody's looking for one, it's been a ripping little system. I think it was $400 or something from Anaconda. So yeah, just I thought I'd give you a heads up. Cheers, bye bye.